Hi, everybody. It's Jean, and I have finally had a chance to pick up my Chunky Junky Christmas from last year. And I've got um, wonderful pages in here. I just love this book. I love looking through it. And I was so happy that I had plenty of pages. Excuse me. I was so happy I had plenty of pages to work in this year because I've gotten such a late start. I don't even think I would probably use them all up. But I did receive from Cheryl McKenny an envelope full of goodies to play with, so I was ready to just jump in and see what I could do with them. And as usual, I just loved putting them in the book and just gluing things down and just taking the time and getting a little relaxed. Oh, I just love that. I love that little gingerbread man. He's going to go in my journal, though. I'm the December daily. So anyway, I'm just going to kind of wing this off the cuff. I found it hard to chit chat while I was doing this. I did all right at first, but then as I got into it, I just started thinking about all kinds of different things and stopped talking. So I thought, well, maybe a little voiceover, and then I could speed this up and it wouldn't be so long to watch. And I could just kind of chit chat with you while you watch what I'm doing. I did get, like I say, she had some very cute pictures. I added a few things of my own, very few, but when you have a whole envelope full of stuff, it just is just so easy to put things down. And I'm not really good about doing things evenly. Things are cut crooked and things are glued in crooked, and I don't even care about that. I just enjoy having them, and I try to straighten it up with maybe some of the little details, like that banner. Kind of straightened up those two pictures I'd already glued down. So anyway, it was just so fun to get back into it and work in this book. I'm hoping that I can use up a lot of my scraps and a lot of my pieces that I had left over from last year. It's really surprising what carries over from one year to the next in the supply department here at my house. But I have lots of scrap wrapping paper and some ribbons and some tags and cards, lots of Christmas cards. So I really need to go through the box and sort things out. I know I'm going to pick up some washi tape and maybe a couple of sheets of stickers. And that's one thing that for some reason I didn't, I either used them all up last year or I don't know what, but I was lacking in those two items. I'm never lacking in stickers for sure or washi, and I do have red and white washi. Just nothing Christmassy, no Christmas trees, no Santas, no reindeer. so, and one thing I did is I took over a little bag of things for my grandson and his mom or dad to help him craft with. And I really wanted candy stickers to put on this gingerbread house that was in Daphne's Diary. And I think it was Daphne's Diary. And I pulled it out, and all you do is you fold it in to make a square house. But I wanted to put give him candy stickers to stick all over the gingerbread house. But I didn't have any, so I gave him potted plants and glittery things to stick on the house. So I don't know if they ever made it or not. I don't get to work with him on the stuff, but I did have fun putting together a little bag for him of things to do. And then a friend of mine brought over some Christmas fun things for him to play with up until Christmas. So I'm going to take those over probably tomorrow, because tomorrow is my son's birthday. So I get to give him his gift and see him for a few minutes. And it's nice because he'll be home because it's a Saturday. Can't believe it's already Friday of this week. And hopefully I'll have this up for you. Oh, that's the, I'm not watching the video, but that's the card there from Cheryl McKenny. And I love that she gave me that, and she sent me two cards, one of them her business card, and one of them was a note along with all the goodies in the package. And I'm going to save those, and those will go in my journal for yesterday, my December daily, which I've been keeping it fairly simple this month. It was so busy last month. I loved it. I loved working on it every day, but it just seemed extra busy, a little busier than maybe I wanted. I'm not sure. But anyway, this month I'm making everything simpler and thinner. So there's not so much bulk in my journals. So that's always a challenge. I love that paper. It had sparkly. Did you see the sparkles? I wasn't looking at it when I tilted it around. And that Santa was very cute. He was just perfect there. I have a hard time getting all the edges. And I do have that extreme glue, and that stuff is really good. But I glue so much, and at $5 for a small container, I have to pretty much stick with my Avery. And it's done a good job for me so far. So I've been enjoying my tree. I turn on the lights every day. I plug them in the first thing in the morning. My lights are on all day long and all evening. And I have the kind of lights on my tree that do a variety of things. They twinkle, and they just turn on all the red, and then they fade away into all the green, then it fades away into all the blue, and sometimes they flash, and I think there's 11 different things they do, so that's kind of fun. But there's this one where it all turns off, and then there's a pause, and they all come on again. But it just seems like there's so many times I glance over and look at the tree and it's completely dark. And I'm always seem to be looking at the time when the lights are all completely off. And then I'm thinking, did I plug those in? Did I plug those in? And then they slowly come on. I'm fooled by that so many times. This ribbon was fun. I really loved the ribbon. I think next time I use it, I'm going to probably take off the wires. But anyway, I dug that out, and I didn't use it on this page, but I used it a little bit later. I don't think I used it on this page. No, I didn't. I used it on the next page over. Gosh, I have so much here. I think I did 4 or 5 pages. I just kept going, and I've put this on speed up mode, and I was going to speed it up even another time, double the speed, but I thought, well, maybe I'll let it run a little bit slower so you can kind of see what I'm doing. Sometimes, I think there was one I did a couple of videos ago that was speeded up, then I saved it, and then I brought it back on, and then I speeded it up again, because my program will only go double speed. And I could do this, my program on my MacBook, I can go up to 8 times. But I don't like working on my MacBook. This program is difficult. I use my phone to edit because it's easy. I'm comfortable with it. And if I have to save it and then reload it and then speed it up again, 4 times is fast enough, or is actually mostly too fast if you want to see what I'm doing. It's fine for driving or something like that. So anyway, this is just double speed, and I'm a little bit rusty because I haven't worked in my Chunky Junky, I don't think, this whole fall, and that's, well, I have. I can't say that, but it's been it's been weeks since I've gotten out my Chunky Junky and just spent time gluing. And I feel like I'm a little bit rusty. I didn't feel like I was as creative as I usually am. But maybe not. It's just that I had to get into it, and I had to relax a little bit, and I had to just start in gluing, just start glue, and then I became more and more comfortable. One of the things I found in my the box that I opened up is I found a whole bunch of Christmas cards. And I was very happy to see that, because I like to send Christmas cards to everybody in my neighborhood. We have 2 quite long streets and then one street that is a cross street. And I'm not even sure exactly how many people that is, how many families. It's about 30, 35 families maybe. And so I like to send a card to everybody, but I didn't quite have enough. So I was very excited to see those. And and the nice thing about that too is they were all different cards. And so if any of the neighbors talk to one another, they're not all getting the exact same card. So that's my big thing. That's my big hooray when I opened the box. I had one of the boxes that I thought was Christmas was magazines, a whole bunch of Reminisce magazines. So I thought, oh wow, that'll be fun to go through. So I was kind of excited about that. Some of this stuff, like this polar bear, that whole sheet of items, that came from Laura, and that was fun. Now it wrinkled there. I think I left it for a while. I wasn't happy with that wrinkle down through the middle, and that was from the wire in the ribbon. So that's why I think the next time I'm going to use it, I'm going to take the wire off. I love those candies, but I only like the red and white ones. I don't like the green and white candies. Have you ever, are you a fan of hard candy? My favorite hard candy is Butter Rum Lifesavers. I'm not a big fan of Christmas candy. I like candy canes, but I usually only like one, and then I'm tired of it. So I'm enjoying my morning coffee here. I had a nice night's sleep. I was watching a movie called The Lady in the Van, and I started it last night and I had to stop, and so I finished it this morning. And then I have a new episode on YouTube to watch of Kirsten and Jorg, and I love to watch them. I like to follow their lives, and I'll leave a link in the description box in case you would like to follow them. I started following them, I think they had 300-400 comments usually on an episode. I started watching them over a year ago, but now they've just blown up in this last year, and they've gotten really, really popular. So I don't ever miss an episode. And they generally post twice a week. And I especially was enjoying the Christmas ones because they started way early. They started I believe they started their Christmas videos in very late October. So, yeah, I'm just rambling. I'm just sitting here thinking about that. They were one of my inspirations to get my tree up early. And I thought I ordered some little clip-on birds for my tree like they had for their tree. And I haven't seen them come, so I better check Amazon to see if I actually did order them or not. So I hope you're enjoying watching what I'm working on there. That's one of those snow globes, and I wanted to put it over the over that so it didn't look so weird. The smaller one worked a lot better, I thought. But I also felt like I needed a little Coca-Cola emblem. I needed to have, maybe I'll find one to put with polar bears. But yeah, and these were so cute. These were just little triangles, and they make such a cute little banner. Bunting, Christmas bunting. So I really liked that. That was part of the stickers that Cheryl sent from the package of stickers. And doesn't that just finish it off really nice? Really happy with that. Yeah, I'm starting to watch the video while I'm talking. I'm sitting in my living room and I'm looking at the Christmas tree. Oh, you know what? I have one of those ceramic trees with the lights. It belonged to my in-laws. And I turned it on this morning, and it's not on. So did the light bulb finally burn out? I've been using it for years. The same light bulb. Nope. I just turned it on and then turned it right back off again. So, yeah. Yeah, I've got, my, everything's a mess. Everything's a mess. My craft room is a mess, and maybe this will help me get going, because I do like to, if I challenge myself, and I write it down or some way, I'll do it. But what I did is I took some before video of my craft room. So I'm going to try and get it all cleaned up, and I'll do an after video and show you what my craft room looks like and how I store things and so forth. I think I've done that before, just at my desk area. But I don't have, I've been a little bit better about organizing. I've changed things around a little bit better and tried to organize a little bit more. So if I get that done, and now that I've told you I'm going to do that, that will spur me on to actually finish that. One of my difficulties with this is I'm trying to bring in some of the stuff that I have in other areas of the house so that all of it is at my fingertips while I'm in the craft room. That's been part of the problem is I have several areas that I'm working in, and this year for some reason I didn't work in the patio. I have a lovely patio. I spent very little time out there this year. You know why? I think what it is? It's because I spent so much time on the front porch, because that's where I had all my guests, because it wasn't enclosed. My patio is enclosed, and with the glass windows around it, I was afraid it would trap germs. So we all sat out on the front porch all summer long, and I just got used to being out on the porch. And so when I wasn't in the patio, I wasn't working on my craft stuff. So so anyway, things have kind of piled up out there, and so I'm trying to. While I have all this free time, everybody else is working themselves to death. I have all this free time that I'm not using very wisely. I'm trying to sort and clean and organize. So that's my life in a nutshell. And the thing is like I say, I've got all this time and I end up not doing anything. I start painting, or I start gluing, or I think, oh, I need to catch up on this or that, or I doodle, or I mean, there's just so many different things that I do instead of organizing. So, but I actually love to do the organizing. I like sorting through the papers, and I like deciding what I'm going to keep and what I'm going to discard, what I pulled from the magazines that I thought would be useful or that I might use, and I look at it now and I think, what was I thinking? So I am not opposed to tossing. So that's at least one thing. I'm trying not to be too much of a hoarder. Now, if people came and looked at my craft room, they'd think I was a hoarder, probably. But I'm trying not to be too much of one. I'm trying to keep a lid on it anyway. Now, wasn't that just so cute? I don't know if I'm going to put anything over those letters, because those are kind of like sample letters, and that I might use to when I'm drawing, so I can draw letters like that. But I love those little Christmas light letters. And who was it? Woolly Steph. She did a doodle with just lines or just all Christmas lights, and it was very similar to this. And I thought I would like to do that. So I wanted to be sure and save that page, but I don't want to cover up the letters. I think I started to put. I kept thinking I should put things there, but I didn't. So far they're still pristine and still there. So, I'm really happy today. Like I say, I did this last night, and I was kind of debating whether or not to put my sister's picture in the Gluebook, or if I should save it for my journal. But I'm actually really happy when I look at it and I flip to that page. I like seeing her picture there. That was at the Grand Floridian Hotel, and they have a huge Christmas tree, and they have a photographer there that'll take your picture. And even though he has his camera, if you give him your phone, he'll take a picture of you with your phone too. They're so accommodating at Disney. But anyway, that was a picture that he took, and I guess we bought them because I had a hard copy of it. But I don't know where mine is. I had a picture of me too, and if I'm remembering right, that was the visit where we took my mom to Disneyland, to Disney World. And we spent one day at Disney World, and we spent one day touring the hotels. So we must have had a picture of her in the snow globe as well. So anyway, wasn't this great paper? This was one of my magazine pages I saved. Was really, really happy with it. And I'm going to tell you a little secret before it's done. I really liked how it turned out. I was very happy with that. Now, this, you probably saw me earlier cutting out this bag. That's one of Cheryl's bags that she sent. But it only had one handle. So I knew that she sent it for me, to cut up. And if ever anybody sends me anything, you have to understand that I might cut it into, I might tear it in half. I might cut it into little bitty pieces. I might, like I say, take a bag, and instead of using it as a bag, I might cut it into pieces like that and just glue it in the book that way. Or I might make a pocket out of half of the bag front or half of the cover, and then the other half might not work. So I'm bad about using parts of things. So I hope nobody gets upset when they see that I've cut something that they've sent into something else. Just like maybe this particular stocking, it might be that I might decide to use that bow. I mean, I'm not going to because I've already cut it out and put it in. But it could be that I might use that bow on something else. And then when I put it in the book, I might stick something over it so you don't see that the bow's been cut off. So that's how I tend to think. I tend to use parts of things. But now, where to do? Still don't want to cover up those letters. I want to be able to use those letters as a template. I mean, I want to be able to look at those letters and see how they did it and copy them. Copy them for me. So, moving on to another page. And I like this tie a yellow ribbon on the Christmas tree. That's kind of neat. I thought that was really neat. And you can see the side of my desk there is so messy. I had to clean off my desk just so that I could put the Gluebook there and just put the Christmas stuff. I still have a lot of fall and seasonal things on there. And, oh gosh, let's see, what else is going on? Well, one of the things that's been going on is I have been buying myself things like books and a couple things that are just too hard for me to show people that I would like this for Christmas or I would like that for Christmas. So I've just been buying them myself. And as they come in, I've been putting them under the Christmas tree, and I'm going to open everything on Christmas morning. I already have plenty of things to open, but I know that they will be coming because all of my stuff is being sent to the local kids to wrap and bring over for me from the kids that are away. So did I tell you that my son is away? He is the one that lives next door, the one that I see every day, and Stout, his dog, that comes to visit me all the time. I mean, my son will call out from the back door, or open the back door, and I'll just call Stout to come over, and then he'll come over and spend time with me. So anyway, my son went to Oregon, and it's no telling when he'll be back. He I definitely after Christmas, so it's been very, very quiet around here, and I really miss Stout. Have I told you? I think I've told you a couple times. I'm ready to get a pet, I think. Before I had Stout, and so I was good. And when my daughter comes, she brings her dog, and I love that. I love seeing Finn. Finn is just so adorable. Oh, I did buy Finn a winter sweater. And I wasn't sure. I thought it might be too big, and I was going to try and adjust it before I gave it to them. But I didn't. I gave it to them earlier this fall, and it was a while before she tried it on him, but it's absolutely perfect. It's exactly the right size, and he is so cute in that little sweater. I should put a picture on my Facebook page. Oh, you know what? I maybe will put a picture of my ceramic tree and a couple of things that I mentioned. What else did I mention in here? Oh, I wanted, I'll put some pictures on my Instagram, the For Jeannie Marie's Instagram, not the Art with Jean Bainey Instagram, but the Instagram that's like my personal one. I'll put some of these pictures up so that you can see them if you'd like to go and check out Instagram. I was going to try and add them to this video, try and cut in and just put some of these things, or maybe I should just put those pictures at the end. That might be a good, you know how a lot of times I do like a slow thing at the end where you can kind of slowly see, or I do a close-up, a slow, what do I want to say, pan over the things that I've been doing. I instead of doing that this time, I'll add some of those pictures. Okay, so you have that to look forward to. So you know what I'm talking about. Now, I wanted to say this was very cute. Didn't that turn out cute? I love that bag. That was one of the ones that Cheryl did, and the stocking is perfect on that. So I was very, very happy with that. I was really glad that I did that. Now, you notice it's not on there perfect. Again, I don't know how many times I have to say I don't do perfect. Oh, let me hope I put it back on the other page, because I really think that looks good on that other. No, I didn't. I put it here, and this turned out nice too. This turned out nice too. You know, how can I forget from just last night what I did with that green and gold foil piece of ephemera? Look at this. Watch when I turn that over. Isn't that nice? Right next to that red. I love that. That turned out really, really nice. So anyway, while I was out yesterday, I also I looked up in the sky, and there was a plane going straight up in the air, like one of those Skyrider planes. And so I took a picture of that. I couldn't believe it. I have never seen a plane absolutely shoot up straight in the air, straight up and down. So I'll put that picture at the end because I want to share that with you. Let's see, what else did I see? I was thinking I might include that. But I sent that to my son. I said, have you ever seen anything like this? A Skyrider trail that's completely straight up and down. He at first he thought the plane had fallen and it was crashing, but I said no, it's the plane is moving up. I actually watched it moving up. I took a little bit of a video of that, but anyway, I didn't. Oh, and this picture, look at that. That looks just like West, Dawn's dog, west of Scotland. She has some just very cute clips of playing with her dog and her little antics that West does. And when I saw that picture, I thought that looks just like West. So I wanted to put that in there. Hi, Dawn. I know you watch my videos. And her channel is called West of Scotland. And she lives in Scotland, and she just has wonderful, wonderful little videos. And oh my gosh, her channel has taken off. She's only been on there a few weeks, and she has hundreds and hundreds of comments and people who are watching her videos. I think even in the thousands. Now that if I remember right, but they love her dog. Her dog is just adorable. West of Scotland. Oh, and this is from Maggie last year. I love that, Mags. From New Zealand. You know Mags. Everybody knows Mags. And I loved, oh my gosh, that was my favorite page. Now here I am. I'm flipping through the book. Yeah, that is so cute. I just, I love those little brush Christmas trees. I mean, even when I was a little girl, I loved those brush Christmas trees. And my mom used to put a mantle scene on the mantle every year. And it was a little village. And in the middle of the village, there was a music box, and there were ceramic carolers standing under a lamppost. And she always used fresh greenery and those little bottle brushes. And she had those, you've seen them, they're like little paper houses with like a filmy colored window in them. And I have one still that was hers in my Christmas stuff, but my Christmas stuff is still packed up in the garage, and the only thing I have here in the house is things that I've picked up just since I've been in this house. And this was it for that. So, I've got to say goodbye. I'm all done. So anyway, thanks for listening. So hope I didn't bore you too much. Bye-bye. Okay, here's the picture of the sky, what I saw in the sky last night. Isn't that just crazy? Straight up and down. And the picture of the ceramic tree that belonged to my in-laws that I've used for years and years. Love that. And then I also put in a picture of my son and Stout. They're on the beach in Oregon. And, just miss those two like crazy. So anyway, I'll see you later. Bye-bye.